Poveglia Island sits nestled in the Venetian Lagoon in northern Italy. This small uninhabited island is only a short boat ride from Venice, but it might as well be worlds away. Its landscape is marked by overgrown foliage, crumbling buildings, and a pervasive sense of decay that seems to whisper the stories of the past. The island's eerie atmosphere is augmented by the dense mist that often envelops it, adding to its mystique. The island is roughly 17 acres in size, making it a perfect setting for tales of terror. Despite its proximity to bustling Venice, Poveglia remains isolated, a forgotten relic of history. The island's geography contributes to its haunting aura. The decaying structures, once grand and bustling with life, now stand silent as nature reclaims them. The only sounds are the lapping of waves against the shore and the occasional call of a seagull, enhancing the feeling of desolation. Its current state belies a rich and tumultuous past that stretches back centuries. Throughout its history, Poveglia served various roles, each leaving its mark on the island's identity. From strategic military post to quarantine station to mental asylum, each phase brought its own share of human suffering. This suffering, according to local law, has seeped into the very soil of the island, giving rise to tales of hauntings and curses. The island's reputation as one of the most haunted locations in the world is not solely due to its history, but also because of the chilling atmosphere it maintains. The interplay of history, geography, and isolation makes Poveglia a perfect breeding ground for legends and ghost stories that allure and terrify in equal measure. During the outbreaks of the bubonic plague, Poveglia was transformed into a quarantine station, or lazaretto. It was a place of desperation and despair where those suspected of carrying the disease were sent to live out their final days. The island became a dumping ground for the dying and the dead, with mass graves quickly filling with bodies. This association with death has permanently stained the island's history. The conditions on the island during these times were harsh. Those sent to Poveglia were often left to fend for themselves with little medical care. Fear of contagion kept caregivers at a distance, and the sick were largely left to their own devices. The resulting suffering was immense, with cries of agony and fear haunting the island's shores. It is estimated that over 100,000 people perished on Poveglia, their souls allegedly trapped by the trauma. Stories from this period of the island's history talk of the inhumanity faced by the sick. Families were torn apart, and once vibrant individuals were reduced to husks of their former selves, succumbing to both illness and isolation. These tales of suffering contribute significantly to the island's haunted reputation. It is said that the spirits of those who died in agony still roam the island, unable to rest. The island's use as a quarantine station left a legacy of fear and superstition. The mass burials and the memories of the pain experienced there have become part of local folklore. Many believe the island is cursed, with the souls of the lost seeking revenge or solace from their eternal anguish. This harrowing past laid the foundation for the tales of hauntings that persist to this day. In the early 20th century, Poveglia was repurposed as a mental asylum, a decision that would further cement its dark reputation. The asylum operated from 1922 until 1968, during a time when mental health treatments were often primitive and inhumane. Patients were subjected to experimental procedures, and stories of mistreatment and neglect abound. It was a place where the line between care and cruelty blurred. One of the most enduring legends from this period is that of a particularly sadistic doctor. It is said that he conducted horrific experiments on his patients in the asylum's bell tower. This doctor, driven by madness or a quest for medical breakthroughs, allegedly performed lobotomies using crude tools. The screams of the tormented patients supposedly echo through the island even now. The doctor met a mysterious end, reportedly driven mad by the spirits of those he had wronged. Legend has it that he threw himself from the bell tower, tormented by the ghosts of his victims. The bell tower remains a focal point of ghostly activity, with many claiming to hear the tolling of a bell, though no bell exists there anymore. This story has become emblematic of the island's haunted narrative. The asylum's closure did little to erase the memories of the suffering that occurred within its walls. The building was left to decay, a spectral reminder of the past. Tales of ghostly apparitions, unexplained noises, and cold spots continue to attract thrill seekers and paranormal investigators, all eager to catch a glimpse of the supernatural. The asylum's legacy is one of pain and mystery, feeding the island's reputation as a hub of paranormal activity. Section 4. Legends and Hauntings, the Supernatural Mystique. The numerous legends surrounding Poveglia Island have only grown with time, fed by the island's dark history and eerie atmosphere. Ghostly apparitions are said to wander the island, with many visitors reporting encounters with restless spirits. These spirits are often believed to be those of plague victims or asylum patients who met untimely and brutal ends. Their presence is felt in the cold winds that sweep through the crumbling ruins. One of the most reported phenomena is the sensation of being watched, a feeling that many attribute to the souls trapped on the island. Paranormal enthusiasts who have dared to visit the island speak of unexplained sounds, shadows darting in the corners of vision, and the feeling of being touched by unseen hands. These experiences have only added to the island's reputation as a haunted hotspot. The island's bell tower remains a central point of many ghost stories. Despite the lack of a physical bell, visitors often claim to hear its phantom toll. This phenomenon is said to be an omen, a sign of the spirit's unrest. The legend of the haunted bell tower captures the imagination of those fascinated by the supernatural, drawing them to the island despite its forbidding reputation. The persistence of these legends can be attributed to a combination of historical fact and human fascination with the macabre. The documented suffering on Poveglia provides fertile ground for ghost stories, while the island's isolation and decay create the perfect environment for the imagination to run wild. The hauntings of Poveglia serve as a reminder of the past, echoing the cries and whispers of those who once lived and died there. Section 5. Present-day decay and lingering legends. Today, Poveglia Island remains abandoned, a testament to its troubled past. The buildings are in a state of disrepair, with nature slowly reclaiming the land. The decay is profound, with trees growing through walls and roofs collapsing under the weight of neglect. This desolation adds to the island's haunting beauty, making it both a place of fear and fascination. The Italian government has deemed the island off-limits to the public, citing safety concerns due to the dilapidated structures. Legal restrictions prevent unauthorized visits, though this has not stopped some thrill-seekers from attempting to explore the island. The combination of legal barriers and the island's eerie reputation makes Poveglia an alluring yet forbidden destination for those drawn to the supernatural. Despite official prohibitions, Poveglia continues to captivate the public imagination. Its haunting tales are perpetuated by documentaries, books, and television shows dedicated to exploring its mysteries. The island's inaccessibility only fuels interest, as the allure of the unknown remains a powerful draw. The legends of Poveglia are retold and reimagined, each iteration adding another layer to the island's mystique. The endurance of Poveglia's legends can be attributed to the universal human fascination with the unknown and the macabre. The island's history is a poignant reminder of human suffering and the ways we cope with trauma through storytelling. As long as the tales of Poveglia continue to be told, the spirits of its past will remain alive in the minds of those who dare to listen.